Hello everyone, I'm Equality. Welcome back to the third part of my Sims 4 Halloween special. This time we're going to finally finish furnishing all of the rest of the rooms and also the garden. Last time we did everything else pretty much. We did built the house and divided the rooms and everything. So now we only have a couple of rooms left actually, and we are in the upstairs. And first of all, I changed around some of the wallpaper a bit because I was not super happy with it. I thought, okay, it's a vampire house, so maybe the color of the walls should be kind of darkish as well. And then when I was happy with that, I went ahead and I came back to my secret room, to the library room that is in the middle here, and I placed 2 bookshelves outside to kind of blend in with the door, so that is not super obvious, even though it is still quite obvious, but you know. And then I picked another type of bookshelf to put inside, and I put 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side, and then I put 2 like these couch chairs from the vampire pack in the middle where you can then sit and read in peace. Last night was Halloween, and like I said last time, I enjoy my Halloween by sitting inside watching Halloween movies and shows, and I wanted to watch some old like Nickelodeon Halloween specials and stuff. And I also watched the new Haunted House movie from Disney with my friends, and that movie was actually really good. I liked the storyline, I liked the actors. It was funny, it was a little bit scary, it was also a little bit sad at some points, so they did a really good job, I think. You should definitely watch that if you have some time. Yeah, and there's actually not a lot left to do in this house. What I can say is that, I think I said this in the last video as well, but I was very unsure about the floor plan and I didn't know how to put the rooms first, and I thought it's a big mess actually, but in the end it actually turned out fine. So I think everything's fine, everything's good in that sense, and I really liked how everything turned out. And we have a nice mix of, we have some normal bedrooms and we have some coffin rooms. That is really good. So you don't just have to have vampires here, you can have vampires and normal Sims. Or of course you can also just swap them out and put coffins or just beds, whatever you prefer. If you don't like vampires, you can just do that. And I used quite a few packs actually. I think it's still fine. I also, in the end, I decorated outside, and I realized that there's not a lot that I can do because I do not own the actual Halloween pack that there is for The Sims. But I mean, luckily with seasons there's still a couple of like pumpkins and decorations that I can use. And as you can see here, I reused these knight statues from upstairs again, because I thought it makes sense and we needed some decoration outside in the hallway too. And then this place, the space there where you can see the organ, it was so sad because I felt like it was such a good space for it, but I had to go and change that later because I realized I only had 1 bathroom in the whole house, and I felt like for 5 bedrooms 1 bathroom is not enough, and especially because the bathroom was downstairs. So I also went ahead and I changed the floor in the kitchen to be this other wood floor, parquet floor that there is. And then I went ahead and I wanted to turn this rectangular room, this square room, into a bathroom because I thought, okay, probably makes sense to do that here. I wanted to use a floor from Vampires, but I didn't really like it too much. And I used the wall from Realm of Magic and added this black marble looking floor from the base game to it because I thought, okay, that probably looks kind of rich. And I was not quite sure how to lay out this bathroom because it's quite big. And then I thought, wait, why am I making this into a bathroom? Why am I not just using this kind of weird room that is next to it and make that into a bathroom and turn this into a bedroom instead, because it is way better suited to be a bedroom and then I can just fit another bedroom. So I went ahead and I swapped that out and turned the other room into a bathroom and this one into a bedroom instead. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk about real quick. I have a meeting with my professor right after this because I should get started with writing my bachelor thesis soon, but I feel super nervous, and thinking about all of it is making me even more nervous, which is really not good, and I'm not quite sure how to deal with it, but I guess I just have to get through it. And then I'm fine. I think I'm actually really just pressuring myself a lot because I feel like I have to get done soon, and I should get done finally because I'm already one semester over. But I should just chill and do my thing. Coming back to the house, here we are in this smaller tower and I'm turning it into a bedroom. Right now I put a normal bed in this one and a closet upstairs, but I changed the closet to be downstairs instead because I thought that makes more sense, and just have the mirror upstairs, and then I also put a little desk downstairs so they have a space to work. And then you pretty much have everything you need in this small upstairs plus downstairs room. And I even managed to fit a bookshelf. Oh, so no, I didn't put the closet downstairs, I put a bookshelf downstairs, and then I have both of the things upstairs, but I think I changed the placing of them a little. But yeah, coming back to my thesis, I'm working with this company still that I'm working with for quite a while now, because I actually did my internship with them and then got a job with them, and I stayed with them, and then I also asked them if they can help me with my bachelor thesis, and they said yes. So they're gonna help me with my bachelor thesis, and they actually have a really cool topic suggestion suggested for me, having to do with content creation and AI, and I'm actually quite excited for that and excited to see how this turns out. But the thing that I am nervous about, really nervous about, is the writing. Like, I did so much writing before just to write the report for my internship, and now I have to write again, and I feel very nervous about it. But I guess I'm gonna be fine. We'll have to see. Wish me good luck on that. Like I said, I swapped out the mirror and the closet, and then I reused the pillars that I used downstairs and pretty much everywhere as well, and put them on all of the corners upstairs too. And then I think actually we are almost done with all of the upstairs rooms. Now we only need to put the downstairs. Oh, and this is where we realized that one of the coffins was missing upstairs, so I put that back, and I just deleted those two pillars that I put there because they're not pillars. What are they called? I think they're pillars, but they're just like small statue stands, kind of. without statues on them now. There's also the bathroom left upstairs that I had to put, but I only did that after I built this bathroom. So right here you can see me changing the bathroom from the square room to this weird looking room, because I thought this also probably makes a lot more sense to have the weird room be the bathroom, since it allows me to put the sink and the toilet and the bathtub in places that don't look super weird together. And then at first I thought I would turn this room into a coffin room as well, but I had 2 coffin rooms already, so I was like, maybe I should also turn this into a normal bedroom, because I don't have a lot of those. So I went ahead and I turned it into a normal bedroom. The furniture from the vampire pack is actually really, really nice. This bed in particular, I really like it, but I think I said this before, it's just not the vibe for everywhere. Also, the thing with those candles, I feel like that's such a old house vampire-y thing to put a lot of candles everywhere. And here I realized that maybe the room was just too small, so I made it one bigger, and I thought it probably still looks fine with everything that is going on here. Oh, I put the statue quite close, the knight statue pretty close to the door. I don't even know if that's still usable, but I mean, I didn't use move object, so I think it should be fine. I did not test this house, actually, to be honest. Maybe I should have done that, but I think everything is gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. I also didn't put a chandelier in this room. I hope that is also gonna be fine. Yeah, I think there's just one room left now, and that's the big octagonal roof. This octagonal room right here. And at first I had an archway leading to it that I changed into a normal door because I thought I was not sure what else to put in this room, so I changed it to be a bedroom as well. And then in the end it added up to be 5 bedrooms in total, which is quite nice. I kind of wished it was more, actually, because it's a mansion and a vampire mansion, so it's supposed to fit a lot of people. Yeah, so a little bit more room would have been nice, but I guess this is fine. And like last time, I also used pretty much only the vampire stuff. The vampire bed and the closet and the mirror in this room. Almost copied from the one upstairs. But this one is actually also a coffin room, so that makes the second coffin room instead of a bedroom, because I thought, okay, if one of them is a bedroom, then this one is a coffin room, and that makes 2 coffins and 3 bedrooms, and then we have a good balance of coffins and beds, I would say. This is the 3rd day in a row recording a video, and I am pretty much running out of things to say at this point because I'm releasing things so quickly and I'm trying to talk about things and I don't really know what to say, but I guess there's one last thing that I can talk about. So for Halloween yesterday we watched this movie together, and before I watched the movie together with my friends. We had dinner together and I bought this Halloween decoration only the day before Halloween. I went and I bought all of this stuff because I was actually looking for dental cream or dental glue, something like that I can put in my vampire teeth, because we ordered these vampire fangs from Amazon. They were quite cheap, and of course they did not come with any glue, so I was trying to find something that we can use instead. So here right now you can see me change this room where I had the organ to be another bathroom, which is quite sad because I like that being open actually, but I really needed another bathroom, and I thought, okay, this is pretty much the only space where I can fit another bathroom, and it's just small. I think it has a bathtub and a sink and a toilet as well. So yeah, to the fangs, and then I went to the €1 shop, and I was looking if I could find anything there. Maybe they had like fake vampire teeth as well that comes with some glue, but unfortunately they did not. But what else did they have? Of course, they had a bunch of Halloween decorations for very cheap. So I spent like €10 on a bunch of Halloween decoration, only like some small ghosts that you can hang up, and like some lanterns and some spiders that you can put around, and like a tablecloth as well. And since I didn't know when else to use this, I only wanted to buy this stuff so I can decorate the room a bit for when I'm watching the shows, to have more of a spooky feeling with it. But I didn't know where to put this tablecloth, so I decided to just use it for when we're having dinner. And it was actually kind of cool. It looked better than I had expected, and it did give the place a bit more of a spooky vibe, which was kind of cool. I went to another shop to look for dental glue, or like a glue that we can put on our teeth, but I couldn't really find anything, so I had to go to the pharmacy and ask them, and then I bought this cream that people use that have, wow, what do you call this in English? Like in German it's called prosthesis, I don't know. Like fake teeth basically, or like third teeth, the ones that you have to like put in and take out every time, and it has like kind of glue, dental glue or cream to put in to make those stick. So, and I bought that, and it was like €4, but it did kind of work, I guess, so that's fine. Coming to the outside now, I'm pretty much done with the inside, and I wanted to have a little graveyard that I put here on the left side, and put like 5 little gravestones in a couple different directions. And I was looking for a gate entrance, and I realized that Vampires has this fence, but they don't have a small gate, they only have a big gate, so I had to use a different gate from a different pack. And then I really wanted to incorporate this nice flowery arch outside as well somehow, but I was not sure how. And then I had a couple of scrubs and plants from the vampire pack that I looked for before, and I kind of tried to put a couple of them around the house in some places that I felt like it made sense. There was really not a lot to work with, but to be fair, I don't think that you really have to work with a lot for a house like this, because most of it is like dead and not really, I don't know what to say, not a lot of leaves, so you don't have to put a lot anyways. But yeah, with this garden, I kind of saw in one of the reference pictures, there was like this really cool, almost like a pagoda outside that I saw in one of the pictures, but it was like metal and it had like a glass roof, and I really loved that idea, and I wanted to copy it, but I felt like in this place here we don't really have a lot more space for that, sadly. So I kind of just tried to make it a bit smaller, but still have like a small kind of fountain and a pathway leading towards it, and maybe surround it with flowers. You're gonna see me do that in a second as well. And with this graveyard, I didn't want it to be super connected to this path, so I just drew it with terrain paint. Then I also used the terrain paint for making these dirt patches in front of the graves to make it look more like an actual graveyard. And I also put some dirt under the little scrubs and the flowers, because that makes it look a bit more realistic. And I thought, okay, maybe I can do the same thing around the whole house this time. Usually I don't do that, because sometimes it's just a little extra detail that makes it look nicer. But for here, I felt like it just made more sense, and it makes it look like the house was standing there for so long already, which is exactly the vibe that we're going for, right? And then I also used this small, tiny fence, if you can call it that, around the pathway, because I thought it would make it look a bit more sectioned off. And then I was thinking, what other flowers can I put around this fountain? And then I thought, okay, maybe rose bushes, because I feel like vampires are also often connected to rose bushes, and I wanted to do those. So here you can see what the house, the mansion, looks like complete in the darkness. And I think it looks really, really, really cool. And some things that I did that for some reason didn't record, I put a couple of those bushes, and I did put some rose bushes as well, but sadly not all around. And I also added some pumpkins and this little lantern that I put next to the graveyard, and also those lanterns that are hanging next to the doors, so there's some light there. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole mansion. So I would say I'll show you the inside and tour it. You enter this beautiful mansion, you come inside, you see this big hallway, and if you look to the right and you go through the arch, you walk into this beautiful big kitchen that leads right to the dining area. Small but nice. And you walk out of the other arch and you walk past the statue, and then there's the door that leads to the garden and the back patio with the grave and the little arch to the left. And then we come back inside and we go to the right, or actually to the left of the house. We have this first bedroom right here, which is nice, a little dark but nice. And then we have the bathroom next to it, nice and spacious. And then next to that we have our first coffin room, also very nice and red. And then when you turn around, you see this big staircase, and we walk up this staircase and we come to the second floor, and then we have this nice hallway right when you come up, and to the right we have the outside to the first patio space, and then opposite from that we have the entrance to our little secret library. And then walking through this archway we come to our lounge living room area, and to the right we have this first entrance to the first bedroom, and to the left we have our second bedroom, which is the first main bedroom if you don't count the coffin room. And then you have this little bath here as well when you walk through the hallway, and then the next patio from the front, not patio, this is a balcony. And then there's also the staircase to the next floor, and when we walk up that way we have this other bedroom with a glitched window, and then over we have this other bedroom as well. And that's pretty much all of the house. Of course, the window was fine. And then we also have this space in the tower that is not super used because nothing really fits there. Maybe you can put another bookshelf and a chair or something. If you're wondering, this build is definitely online. I uploaded it to the gallery, Thomas70ist. You have to look for that if you want to find it. That's my EA thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed this whole special. I had so much fun building this. It took so long, but it was very fun, and I can't wait to play in this, which I don't know if I'm gonna do tomorrow because I'm very exhausted right now. But if you like this, leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And as always, stay kind, stay balanced, and keep gaming. Bye everyone.